All right, welcome to the APIA Caucus Town Hall on Youth and Trends. My name is Yul Kwon, and I'm excited to introduce what I think will be a terrific panel of speakers. Now, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I actually used to work on the Hill as a legislative aide back in the day, but I used to work for Senator Joe Lieberman. Now, in my own self-defense, I want to point out that I used to work for him when he was still a Democrat. Now he's joined the dark side of the force. Anyway, a lot of people have asked me, why I would go on a reality show, and I did it for a couple of reasons. One is that I've always felt that there was a deep underrepresentation of AIPs in the media, and I wanted to try to help change some of the negative stereotypes of AIPs that dominate the media. The second reason is that I wanted to have a platform for trying to reach out to youth and try to get them more active in their communities and in politics. This is something I've been passionate about ever since I was a student in college. Some of you have heard this story, but when I was a sophomore, my best friend and my roommate in college was diagnosed with a terminal case of leukemia. And they told him that unless he found a bone marrow donor, he would die. And the problem was that because there were so few Asian Americans who had gotten registered to become a bone marrow donor, we couldn't find him a match. And my friend passed away 1 year later. That experience for me taught me a couple of things. One, it made me realize how underserved our community was by the medical community and how easily we were overlooked by mainstream media. It also showed me how we didn't have enough political leaders in our community to speak up and give our community a voice. One of the few people I reached out to who actually came out and tried to help was Congressman Mike Kondo, and for that I'll always be his dad. The other thing I realized is that there aren't enough youth in our community who are active in their communities, who are active in politics. A lot of people in our generation, myself included, were taught to focus on our own careers and not think about helping other people in our community. And I felt that that was something that needed to change. Another thing I learned over the years is that if you really want to get out the message, especially to youth, you want to change the way they think, you have to go where they're paying attention. And you have to do it in a way that makes it sort of cool. If you think about it, there are few distribution platforms in this country that are more influential or have a broader reach than primetime television and the internet. And that's why I went on Survivor. The people that we're trying to reach are not the ones who are watching CNN. They're not the ones who are reading the Washington Post every day. They're the people who are watching frivolous things, like reality shows, and who are blogging about it on the internet. And that's actually why I've been so excited to see the candidacy of Barack Obama. I think he's one of those rare people who come along once in a generation, who have this unique ability to connect with youth, get them energized, and galvanize them into action. And I think he's always been someone that I've looked up to as someone who could expand the pie, to reach out to youth, to bring more minorities into the political process. And the great thing is that it's been incredibly gratifying to see him do it. It's actually happening now. I've been going around the country speaking to different youth groups. And the number of people who are going out there, getting registered, volunteering, walking precincts, making phone calls, is just astounding. And this is something that I want to see continue, not just during the primaries, but for this upcoming general election. Now, this town hall is about how we can continue to engage youth. What can we do to get them excited? And how do we channel that energy into elections going forward and beyond? The panel of guests we have today are going to speak to some of these issues. So please, if you give them your undivided attention, let's hear what they have to say.